Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, Coda the Husky Pup, what's up, dude? Coda here, he is a handful. Wouldn't have it any other way, but dude loves attention. So my life as of lately has consisted of dog parks, dog toys, and everything dogs. But today we have something cool to add to the Silverado, a wireless charging pad by you know what, here, X-Apu Fit Chevy. Anyways, a wireless charging pad that goes into the center console area. We have some zip ties. Here is the pad itself. It came with a Torx tool that we need, a plastic trim tool. So everything that we need is right here in this box. In my truck particularly, I have the wireless Apple CarPlay. I'm not sure if that was introduced in 2021, maybe 2020. But they updated the infotainment system at a certain year in the 19 and up Silverado. So everything is going to be wireless after I install the wireless charging mat. My phone will charge and I'll have full function of the Apple CarPlay without plugging a single thing in. So that right there is pretty cool. It's also gonna be really cool not having to plug my phone in the truck anymore, because having this little door on my OtterBox phone case I thought was a good idea. I thought it'd be a smart thing to do, but it's actually just really annoying having to open up this door before I charge my phone. No more of that. So, let's get to it. I'm pretty determined to figure out what this says on this box right here. Den something. All right, so it's actually Xiaopu. This word has no affiliation to the product, so Xiaopu. So here's what we're replacing today. This and this. Who puts their phone right here like me? Because I always put my phone right there. I think it's super convenient. I never have room right here, and if I did, it's just, I don't know, it's cluttered. It's so much easier for me to throw it right here. We won't have to use this guy anymore because, I mean, who has time for cables anymore, dude? This is just such dated 90s technology right here. Now, I know this kit is super easy to install. How I know that is because Mr. Truck Ownership 101, Spencer, said he got it done in like 15, 20 minutes. His first time doing it. Obviously, this will probably be all of our first times doing it. I don't see why you would keep installing a wireless charging pad in your truck. Unless you just keep like just buying a new one and then reinstalling it every time you get a new truck. Introducing the new truck to the channel. Basic little tour of my new truck, the 2019 Silverado. We have a new Silverado, and here she is. I present to you my brand new 2020 Dodge Ram. And just like that, we are the proud owner of a 2021 Silverado RST. This right here is everything that comes in the kit. Super straightforward kit. We have the Torx bit right here, plastic pry tool, the wiring harness, and the actual charging pad itself. Very straightforward, not a lot to it. Very simple install. Let's get to it. Less talking, more installing. Alrighty, so welcome to the back seat. First thing I'm gonna do is pop up this cup holder sleeve. Ideal to use the pry tool to get a little corner up, and then we can just start kind of grabbing and pulling. So I spoke a little too soon. This here, I believe, is a T20 it came with, and this here is my T15, which is needed to remove this screw right here to get the entire cup holder assembly out. Didn't come with all the tools we need, but it's all right. Just grab a T15 if you are doing this at home, and you are good to go, or at least hopefully. That's all I found so far that's missing. There we go. Pull that screw out, and then I think this just pulls right up. Pry this corner right here, just get it started. Oh, okay. Then from that point forward, there's one more T15 right here. So the next step is to remove this plug right here. It's probably easier to turn it over 90 degrees so we can get underneath it. The red tab right there slides up, and then it's best to take something similar to a flathead screwdriver. Hit it right there, and this pops right out. So here's the wiring harness that came with the kit. So I'll plug the factory plug into the wiring harness, which will then get plugged into the original spot, like so. And there's an inline fuse. Then this part right here will plug into the charging pad. Probably ideal to pop up the center console and then feed the wire right underneath that spring. I'll tuck the wires underneath the air duct to keep it out of the way, nice and clean. Lower this for now. I'm gonna wire it up to the charging pad install a charging pad first, make sure it all works, and then install everything, and we should be good to go. Okay, there we go. Oh, dude. The top's on there pretty good. But there we go. Cool. So I'm fully freestyling this install because there's no instructions that came with this charging pad. So this tool right here came with the kit. This right here is what you use to remove these screws right there. So it seems pretty evident that all the screws need to come out. So get that one out. Okay, so now all 5 are removed. So this should come off now. But it's not. There's 2 more, if you can see them, right there, underneath this guy that'll come off. That'll show these 2 right here. Total of 7 then. All 7 screws have been removed. So that came right out. You want to feed the wires through, so I'll go ahead and choose, I guess this one right here in the middle. That one right there should work out perfectly. And then reinstall the screws. So the 4 screws that hold down the charging pad are in, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now time to reassemble the handle. Just to rehash, this handle came off. There's 1 screw there and then 2 in here. Once that comes off, there was 2 more screws behind there and then 2 down here. Then the factory little tray here came right out. Everything's back in place. I'm gonna connect these 2 wires together, put the cover back on, and then figure out where to zip tie the wire to. All right, so now I have this little bit of wire kind of hanging out. So I think what I'll do is tuck in the part where it's connecting up in here, because there's a good amount of slack to work with coming from the other side. So we can hide the connector, push that back up in there, and then zip tie this part to the arm. Only thing left to do now is reassemble this back end right here. But first, let's make sure this thing works. Moment of truth. Oh, we have a blue light, and just like that, she is charging. So sick. Up top there, it flashes when it's charging, I assume, which actually looks really cool too. Super high-tech, fancy look right there. But dude, just like that, she is working, fully functional. All right, so now I'm gonna reassemble the back end here. The cool part about the charging pad setup right here is it's wired into the cigarette lighter, so if the truck's off, locked, just totally, completely off, this will still charge. So I can leave it in my truck, go into the store, whatever, leave it charging for a few minutes. That's awesome right there. Dude, I'm gonna love this so much. 1 screw there, then the cup holders go back in, 1 more screw up top, throw the skin in, and this right here is a wrap, dude. And do yourself a favor, use some power tools. I'm trying to make this as like universal as possible. I know not everyone has power tools, but if you have one, definitely use it, because these things are just, they're not the move. Throw this back inside. I don't think it matters which way it goes. Nope. Same on both sides. And just jam it in there. That's it, dude. This thing's a wrap. Apple CarPlay is hooked up. Wireless charging. So now when I hop in the truck, put the phone in here, dude, everything just goes. Phone's being charged. Apple CarPlay hooks up, life is good. And I love the blue light too, it's fancy. Are you just gonna heist my charger every time you get in the truck now?
Yeah.
Is that your little mat now? Yeah, your phone's always dead. Anyways, welcome to Costco. Are you tired of living in the 90s? Finessing with cables just to charge your phone? Embarrassed by your friends and loved ones because you just can't seem to get it in? Well, that's a thing in the past. Well, thanks to this innovative product, you can now hop into your vehicle with confidence and effortlessly and without any thought whatsoever, you will have a very charged phone without plugging it in at all. It does have a bit of a raised edge, but it's something to note, but it actually looks really nice. So if you're used to it being more low profile, which it normally is, you'll notice the difference, I guess, but it still fits in the center console perfectly fine. Love that LED light right there that tells you the phone's being charged. kind of pulsates off and on. So pretty cool little touch right there. Lets you know the phone is actually being charged. Like I said, I love the fact that I have Apple CarPlay. It's wireless charging. I mean, it's too convenient. Hop in the truck now, throw the phone right there. Everything is tapped in, so I love this. I can't complain one bit on this setup right here. They do have it for the bucket seats here and the bench seat as well. There's another option for that. So check it out on Amazon. I'll have it all linked below for you guys. See, now to your passengers, you're absolutely swagging on them because, dude, come on now. You can't, oh man, no more wires. I love this. I'm not a fan of wires, so removing the wire is definitely the move. Now, like I said before too, I much prefer it being right here. I already put my phone here pretty much all the time, so I'm loving how it's right there. It's pretty dope. As opposed to right here where GM normally puts it from the factory. I think right here is definitely a much more proper spot. So it's priced right, the quality's there, and it charges the phone like dumb fast. So you can't go wrong with this wireless charging pad from the Zypoo. That right there is all I have for you guys today. About to catch sunset here on this beautiful Sunday evening. Until next time, peace.